slide. Alright, so what's up guys? So we just finished boxing just now. We're about to finish our workout with some sprints and some stairs. So I wish you some luck. Here we go. Making our way over. Oh. Yeah, so pretty much one of my favorite exercises that I started to pick up was these newfound sprints and stairs. Pretty much for a long time I spent just running, doing a long distance jogs, and essentially I wanted to make some progress, right? Because essentially I had hit a plateau, I had stopped, and pretty much to get around that I had to rethink. I had to innovate and figure out new ways to essentially switch up the program and the routine. So give us a second as we go outside, take away into the free range, and essentially, yeah. So for a very long time I was running, just doing that, right? Doing very long strenuous runs, and pretty much I got tired of it, right? I got sick and tired of doing the same old exercise, same old workout, and I wanted to switch it up, change it a little bit, right? Because essentially that's what fitness is all about, right? Because you have to make changes, you have to switch up the program, because if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, your body's going to be acclimated to it and it's not going to make any progress, right? Essentially, think about it, right? Because your body, so you give us a second, is trying to figure out, how, you operate, right? It's trying to see what your patterns are. Do you exercise a lot? Do you not? Do you lift heavy weights? Do you lift, lesser heavy weights, but, with more frequency, right? More sets. And as soon as it figures you out, it'll make, those adjustments, right? It'll give you that growth. Here, give us a second. Woo. They're gonna go out. Pick up our shirt because it's so hot out here, damn it. And yeah, we're gonna put the GoPro on our head as we do these sprints. So give us 1 second. Bear with us as we make our way out here. And it is so hot. It's like 100 degrees out here. And especially with this humidity, all this temperature, climate, right? It's very moist, right? It makes you very sweaty. And woof, I would say it drains you in a sense. So here we go. Let's see. And I would say that, if you can handle this weather, you can handle pretty much anything, right? Come to think about it. Because essentially, I would say, it doesn't really get worse than this here as we put our GoPro on our head as we make our way onto the stairs. There we go. Right. So come to think about it, you actually want to do this, right? You want to torture yourself in these hot climates, right? Maybe it might be really cold, right? Really dry, something different. And essentially it's a way to push yourself, right? Because that's what it's all about. pushing yourself, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, and exposing your body to that, right? And I would say that it goes way beyond just the body, it's also the mind, right? Because if you can handle the temptations, just stop, right? Give up, because those are only going to be highlighted when the weather's really bad, right? When essentially it's super hot, and you'll notice it let's say around morning time when the sun's coming up. Everybody is out either walking, running in the park, and exercise, right? Because the weather's beautiful. It's great. As we do a sprint real quick. Tie our shoes, right? So come to think about it, when the sun comes up, weather's nice, right? The sun isn't blistering, it's not super in your face, right? Burning you up, like how it is now. It's about 2-3 p.m. and essentially when you step outside, it's very hard to ignore it, right? It's in your face, right? The sun and its elements. And essentially what you got to think about is that it's not so much about your outside environment, right? Although that plays a factor, but so much of it is within you, right? Within you handling these scenarios. And come to think about it, in general in life, that's what it's all about, right? Handling adversity, right? Because this heat is adversity, right? It's a challenge. And here we go, second, right? It's a challenge, right? It may dehydrate us, make us tired a lot quicker, right? Want to stop, give up. But you have to realize that challenge is only going to make you better, right? Going through these hard times, right? It can feel hard. Now, I'm to think about it. And essentially, what it boils down to, is whether or not you can handle it, right? Do you give up, before, when it's too early, before it's all said and done, right? For your workout, for your goal that you have, right? Do you stop short, or do you keep pressing forward? And for us, I would say that a lot of it is not so much in building the physical fortitude of it, right? Physical components, right? Muscle mass, cardiovascular strength. Those things are great, they're awesome. But what people tend to overlook is the mind strength, right? Being able to put yourself through those situations mentally, go about them with ease, right? With the confidence, with the peace of mind that that you've done this before and you can do it again, right? Here, give us a second. So you may be wondering, right? How am I going to do that? And for you, a very easy way to practice that skill, I would call it, right? Mental fortitude, is by simply giving yourself a reference experience, right? You want to be able to have been there, done that, right? Giving yourself that evidence that you need, when your body questions you, right? It's almost like I would say, how do you call it? Like a court case, right? It's like a judge, right? A judge is not going to make a decision without any evidence. It needs, to see whether or not what you're arguing for is the case. And that's where the evidence is going to come through. So as we come up, right? Be foolish. Think about it. Try winning a court case without any evidence, right? Just a he said, she said mode, right? You never want to operate in that mind space, because essentially you're not gonna win, right? You need that evidence, right? Where were you that time? What were you doing? Do you have the receipts, right? Come to think about it, in order to relate that, think, body fat, right? PRs come to mind, right? How fast can you run the mile? Have you run the mile before? How much weight have you benched before, right? Think about it. So the next time you try it, you know that you can do it, right? When your mind starts to doubt you, you don't listen to it, right? That tug, I would even call it evil, right? Cynical, right? It wants to stop you from achieving your wildest dreams, right? And for you can't listen to it. You can't, right? Only the good side, the one that tells you that you have to work out, right? That you essentially are capable of making it, capable of getting that six-pack, capable, building those biceps, triceps, chest, whatever muscle you want. You can get it with that mindset, right? It's between you and you. Nobody, is forcing you to do anything you don't want to do, right? It's between you and you. So as we come down, we are about to wrap and close, and in essence, yeah, man, I want to leave you with that thought, right? Think about that mindset. What are you doing in order to make it, right? Think, because it's not so much about the physical, but the mental. That's one of the reasons I would say, beyond just working out and getting better, getting in better shape, why I love it so much and have done it for so long is essentially, those challenges, right? When you come in, you may doubt yourself. You don't think that you can lift it, right? That same weight that you have been lifting, right? Your mind can do these tricks on you. And, for you can't listen to it, right? Because you know what you're capable of. You know what you've done time in and time out. And essentially what it comes down to is just replicating the same action, but better and better and better, right? So you become faster, stronger, quicker, have more endurance, more stamina, you name it. So essentially for that, just think about that thought, right? Just trying to become a little bit better than you were before, right? Or yesterday's progress. It's just essentially exceeding that bar, right? The 2 sets for yourself. That's it. So you can answer here. And, as always, we say thank you very much and goodbye.